This is my auction Polaris, which I completely bought on purpose, even though I bought it by accident. About a year ago, when we were busy working on other YouTube projects, Steven decided that he needed a side-by-side for one of his house projects because I guess a wheelbarrow doesn't work. While he was online auction hunting for a Polaris or some sort of other side-by-side, I was online making ridiculously low bids, and unfortunately, I won this. It is a 2009 gasoline fuel-injected 700 EFI. I know that because I read it on the hood. This one was a little rougher than Steven's. Maybe that's why nobody was bidding on it and I got such a great deal. And we actually had to do a couple of things to get it even into this driving shape, which you're about to see.
You're really dark. No, stay there. Black. Well, the light, hold on.
You could install like 8 more lights.
How long have you had your Polaris?
It's been almost a year now, right?
Yeah, it's been probably about exactly a year. What have you done to your Polaris?
A couple things.
Okay. And did you do it all by yourself?
I did.
I've done nothing to my Polaris, and I made him come over to help me fix it.
Well, if someone doesn't, kind of move them along, it won't get done.
This box, which you probably can't see on the camera, is full of nice Polaris parts.
Muffler? No.
Air filter. Yeah.
Mine doesn't look anything like that.
Oh, this looks nothing like that. Mirrors. Because when your axle's broken, you need to put mirrors on.
Axles?
One of the axles is broken. It's either a front or a rear axle. I don't know which one's I ordered all 4, but then only 2 showed up, and I think they're the ones for the broken one. So, yeah. Oh yeah, so these are lights that were going to go on the Jeep. And then I realized they're ugly as hell. And it was past the return period, but also you can just mount them to whatever. And I figured they'd hook up a 12 volt, stick them on a switch, some overly bright Polaris lights. That makes some nice off-road lights. Drive belt. The drive belt, my biggest concern is there's a bit of a squeak coming from miscellaneous oil and parts and taillight. There's a bit of a squeak coming from the drive belt area. I hope it's just the belt and not like the clutch going out, but yeah, we'll see. Oh, and it definitely needs a new battery, which I need to go get one. Because right now it runs off of the jumper box.
This is what Alan's Polaris runs off of. It's convenient because you can pick it up and take it away. And then no one can steal your Polaris.
I'll hook up the pressure washer if you want to give the people a tour of my accident purchase.
So we filmed some stuff a year ago, and I don't remember what we filmed, so we'll just, take a look at it real quick. Over here we have some mud. We have a rusty muffler. I'm told there's a sway bar cracked somewhere down there. I don't know. Little crackage right here. We've got the old 1-2 move right there. Yep. Bumper's been doing a little bumping. The seat over here, this is ejection style, so you can just remove it whenever you want. Bear got to that. And the roof is removable, so when your ejection seat goes off, you can just go right through that. Oh, there you go. Sway bar. Broken. That's like, it's not just broken, it's just like different. More mud. That's why we're gonna do a little pressure washing. And you wanna make sure you can always get your load out of your bed. So Alan doesn't have a tailgate. You just have this though. I don't think that came with it. Oh, this is the bumper from my Polaris. It's gonna go on his.
She's a fine feat of engineering.
Hey, how many of our videos start with us pressure washing something?
I was actually thinking when I pulled this out of the shed that this is probably one of the most frequently used tools.
We buy a lot of dirty things.
Well, that's
denied.
Disappointing.
Keep going.
I didn't realize how, I think I did all that with the parking brake on. Oh yeah, that's much smoother. Look, the headlights even work.
Wow.
She may be a little rough around the edges, but she has potential. See, what we have here is this CV boot is bad. And even worse than that CV boot is the fact that you can just move this axle in and out with your hand. So we're gonna hope the axles in the box are the front axles and probably do this first and then maybe try and tackle the drive belt and then see what else we can get done.
So the axle doesn't want to come out. We could go to the store and rent a puller to pull this hub off, but instead, Alan's just gonna saw the axle off because we don't need it.
I thought this was a puller. There's no teeth left. Whoa. In theory, we've made ourselves a handle.
Oh, you made yourself a handle. It's just a matter of whether or not it works.
If this doesn't come out, it's sure gonna be embarrassing. Ow! Hot? No, it's not hot. It's just, it's in there. Oh, hold on. There you go. Oh, yeah. Oh! Woo! Nice. That was a masculine woo. Not a, that wasn't a sorority girl woo. That was a woo.
That's not what I heard.
Wow, this, we basically made a trophy. I have to hang this up somewhere. Oh, we invented the hammer. Oh, wow. To recap, we got it in, took the wheel off, took the brake caliper off, took the hub off, cut this in half, welded the other half back to it, ate some sandwiches, and then yanked on it a lot until it came out. And this...
The key there is the sandwiches because they give you the strength to yank.
And they were tiny sandwiches, sliders, some would call them. And then it just slid right out. And this axle, it was cooked. I don't know if you can see this, but there's no contact was being made in there. We have two axles. The question is, if we get this back in, do we actually want to do the other one?
Your Polaris? Your call.
It would be nice. And if this one is this bad, I imagine the other one could use.
Bad too. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't
that hard.
That hard. Yeah. Axles are in, so we're moving on to a little bit of welding work. First thing is the bumper. This is not the bumper that goes on that Polaris. This is from a newer Polaris, Steven's Polaris. He got a new bumper, I got his old bumper. His old bumper, well, it's less dented than mine was. These two mounting brackets right here and over there don't line up at all or anywhere close with where the old bumper on this Polaris went. So I actually hacked off the old bumper mounting brackets from mine. Going to cut off these mounting holes and weld mine up so it hopefully mounts. This has seen a thing or two. Thankfully, I got a lot of tube steel. So that is gonna get replaced. I don't know if I can just cut it here and salvage this bend, or if I'm about to try and learn how to bend pipe. Never done that before. All right, yeah, it's welding time. Let's get to cutting and grinding and welding things.
Mention a great source of protein.
This is not how things are supposed to look in Texas, but it does give us a good excuse to see how the Polaris works in the snow. Let's put the bumper back on and go for a little drive. Gonna throw in the new taillight that's actually the right size. Probably throw the rearview mirrors on, put the freshly welded front bumper back on the front. And I think it's snow time. Gonna put on something a little warmer. This should help. Whew. The only problem, my visor got foggy and I can't open it, it froze closed. We already did those repairs, including putting a different front bumper on. New axles. I got a tail light that actually fits back here. Down in this engine-y area, we've got new filters, fluids, all that good stuff. The roll bar is much safer because it actually, well, it resembles a bar again. And I put some tape on this corner of the seat. That'll fix it. All that work got it in, I'd say, good driving condition, where in a couple weeks I'm actually gonna take it out for the first time in the mud and see how stuck I can get and what else I can break. But there's already a couple things I know I'm going to have to fix. The plastic side here with the roll bar, the same side that the roll bar was crunched on, it's a little crunched. I don't know if I have to replace this panel. I kind of just want to weld up some like rock rails or some skid rails and just go over the crunched plastic because it's plastic. It's just gonna get crunched again. It sits regular Ranger height, but Steven actually has a lift kit that he put on his and it was too tall with his new tires and other suspension. So we're gonna try and modify his 2014 lift kit to fit on my 2009 Ranger. Completely different designs. This is gonna be interesting. My Ranger is missing the tailgate, but that's okay because I have a pile of steel. I'm actually thinking some sort of like awesome 1990s, early 2000s Ford Ranger Sport Track tailgate thing. One of these. That would look awesome back here, along with a nice roll bar with some super bright lights on it. Whether or not I have the fabrication skills for that, I don't know, but we'll find out. I have metal and a welder. The seat doesn't really stay down. The tabs that hold it down are broken off, so I need to do something better than my tape job to fix the seat, and also maybe replace it to get it to actually lock down so you don't bounce out when you're going over bumps. It's going to need a roof, and maybe a windshield. And most importantly, yeah, it needs a paint job. That's why I haven't really painted the roll bar or anything. And I've got to make, my lot numbers stay as part of the theme. I did throw a fresh battery in because the last battery was cooked, and it has a second battery tray. I do want to put a winch on, so I don't know if I need to get a second battery for the winch. If anyone knows, please let me know. She's come a long way from when I intentionally purchased her, and I'm about to find out how she does in the mud in a couple weeks. And then there's plans for her in the future, so stay tuned. If you like what you see, leave a hateful comment. No, if you like what you see, subscribe. If you hate what you see, leave an angry comment. And until next time, don't buy things online. Don't. This light almost looks used. Please tell me it doesn't fit.
That's hilarious. That's actually really
Square
funny.
instead of angled.
That's really funny. It's actually very funny.
Wow, Alan's on